Buongiorno di Milano. Good morning from Milan. Today is Tuesday the 18th of July. It is 11:30 and today this is my last day in Italy. Tonight I fly back home to England, back to Newcastle. I've had one amazing adventure here in Italy, honestly. My dream destination, holiday destination, finally come true, and it's been absolutely worth it. I've done everything that I wanted to do while I've been over here, and it has been a success. But still not today. I'm gonna drop my case here in the hotel because I don't fly till tonight, so I'll have about 5 hours in Milan city centre, have a look around again, maybe get a couple of bits and bobs. But then of course, will I get home on time tonight? Because my track record of coming home from holidays is not very good, if I'm honest. Normally has a minor or severe delay. My last flight home was from Crete last year, and that was all over 2 and a bit hours late. Let's just hope I don't have the same problem this time. So this is the last time you will see this view. It's the last time I'll see this view of Milan skyline there. And hey, look at all that. Just to get down to all the centre there is actually a 10-minute metro ride. It's been amazing to see a view like that. This bit of the city though, this bit looked a bit run down. That's actually an abandoned building down there. So that's a bit of an eyesore. It looks like a very hot day out there today. The temperature, whoa. Yes, looking at the temperature, 30 degrees out there at 25 to 12 with a real feel of 40. It is going to be one scorcher. So it's goodbye from this view. And when I get home tonight, I'll be going back to a British summertime, where it'll not be nowhere near as hot as this. Right, out I go. Okay, the case is being dropped off in the luggage room in the hotel, so out I go again for one more morning. Get myself a bit of breakfast and then head to Milan city centre. And it is really hot out here. It's 30 degrees already. There's going to be a scorcher of a day. So it was the last day I used the Milan Metro, and one of the original Milan, is it one of the original trains? I don't know. Right, buon pomeriggio di Milano. Good afternoon from Milan. Hope I pronounced it right. So, got half the day till about 5 o'clock before I head back to the hotel to get my case. Come to the Piazza Duomo, Milan Cathedral. I was thinking of getting a ticket to go in there, but they're quite strict with the dress code, as is of course most churches and cathedrals in Italy. This is the Galleria next to it. I can imagine shopping and dining and staying in hotels in the city would be very, very expensive. There'll be some luxury Italian hotels like round here as well. But because of the price, that's why my hotel has been 10 minutes outside the city centre, and it has been lovely indeed. So, for the next few hours, I'm just going to walk around and explore this wonderful city for the last time before I fly. Go to the hotel and get my case, and then get the coach over to Bergamo Airport later on this evening. So just taking a slow walk around the Lombardy region capital. Just like Rome, this is a city where everywhere you look, there'll be something to take a picture of. Might get a little respite with the weather. Got some clouds coming over, and also there's a thunderstorm or two forecasted for later on. That might actually be a welcome relief to everyone. walking down one of the shopping streets. Milan, of course, is well known for fashion. They usually have a fashion week on, I think, earlier on in the year. And just down here at the end there, I've come across Primark. Yeah, they do have Primark not just in the UK and Ireland, but several other locations as well. I'm having a lovely day. What I'm going to do next is go down to the Navigil Canal that I did the other night, and I think I might make that my last stop off before I head back up to my hotel. It's lovely being here around the Duomo and the Galleria. But this is where I'm going to say goodbye to Milan Cathedral and the Galleria. There's the Italian police going past. This is where I'm going to say goodbye to the square. It's been a lovely holiday, it's been a lovely time. Metro down to Cardona. Right, I've now come back down to the Navigil Canal district and still looks lovely. A lot quieter than what it was the other night. I think this is like a more busy area on the night time, but this is where Milan's nightlife, I think, is. And it's another stunning location. They do boat tours here on the canal. You're looking at about €20, I think, for one. So for my last Italian meal in Italy this holiday, I've got spaghetti carbonara, and that looks absolutely stunning. I've got a side of bread and a Coke. And normally when you get carbonara back home, it's usually the frozen ready meal that comes out all watery and everything, but no, this is the real deal. That was another delicious meal, that. I'm probably going to get myself an ice cream before I go up to the airport, and that later. That was a proper spaghetti carbonara, that. Whereas back in the UK, when you get carbonara, it's usually very, very watery. Honestly, even Italian restaurants in the UK just do not cut the mustard. Well, maybe some of the posh ones like in London and that, but most of them just don't cut the mustard like what they do over here. Honestly, the food over here has just been absolutely amazing. It's been one of the reasons why I've wanted to always come to Italy as well. And finally I did that. So now I'm just going to chill out and spend time along the Navigil Canal before I head back up to my hotel. That'll take me, so I've got at least a few more metro rides to go before I go to the airport. It's at 3:15. I'm going to slowly make tracks back to my hotel, where I was staying I should say, to collect my case, and I think I'll rest there a little bit before I go off to back to the city to get the coach to the airport. So this is where I say goodbye to the Navigil Canal. It's been lovely this. I've seen quite a few canals during my holiday, from the likes of Venice and also in Lake Garda to this one as well. I'm going to go at the station, which is just this way. Metro station this way. Right, it's 5:30. This is where my journey back to England begins. Got your case now. I'm going to go and catch a couple of metros to Centrale Station, which is where I catch the coach to Bergamo Airport. By the way, that's been my hotel up there, B&B Hotel. My room has been sort up there on the 11th floor. That's quite like a modern hotel. The view up there was spectacular. Right, let's get off to the airport now. Now we'll catch the coach to Bergamo Airport. Just before we get on the coach, I say goodbye to the very impressive Centrale Station. Just look at this, how it's designed. It's like a massive museum piece. There are not many stations in the UK that are built like this, but the Italians do put a lot of work into their buildings, I should say. And off to Bergamo Airport we go, and the first task for the coach driver, getting out of Milan city centre during the rush hour. And this looks like a very tight get out. This honestly does look a seriously tight get out. But these what made it done. Centrale Station looked impressive on the outside.
not going to Centralen. mountains of northern Italy. This is the town of Bergamo. big airport is mainly for the low-cost airliners. I've made it on the bus that takes the plane, and actually I'm quite lucky. I got stuck in passport control. UK passengers have to have the passport stamped because of Brexit, and because obviously I got it stamped on the way in, means I've got it stamped on the way out, and me and a few others had to push through the queue to get to the front. There's quite a few planes in there. Mine should be a Ryanair one. I believe it's going to be this one over here, FR461 is my flight. I see all the mountains in the background up there. At least thankfully it's going to run on time tonight, that's a good thing. Right, time to head back across Europe to the UK. So, looks like I think we're going to fly over towards Switzerland, France maybe, then from the south up to the north, or maybe over towards Germany, Holland, then into the northeast. This is where I'm saying goodbye to Italy. It's been an absolute wonderful holiday. So flight time's going to be about 2 hours and 15 minutes back to the UK.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board this Ryanair flight FR460 back to Newcastle. I'm the captain. My name's Paul McConaughey, in the flight next to the senior first officer William. In the cabin, ladies in charge with Caitlin, Karina and Abby. They'll be looking after you today, shortly giving a safety briefing, so please conduct your full attention. It is for your safety and the safety of everybody on board the aircraft. Thank you. We expect the flight time about 2 hours 10 minutes to Newcastle today. Weather is slightly cooler at 13 degrees with some light rain showers at the moment. We're just finalising last bit of paperwork here. Once that's complete, we do have an air traffic control restriction. It's about 50 minutes now before we can push back for the departure to Newcastle. The main reason for this is that there's some air traffic control restrictions in Newcastle because they're short staff.
Oh dear,
which means
50
we're
minutes.
going to have to have a half an hour break, which closes the airport for half an hour. So our normal departure time just infringes on them closing the airport. So we're going to have to wait here on the ground rather than circling above Newcastle when we get there. Apologies for that, but not much we can do. We will tell them we're ready, and sometimes they do change the times around, but it all depends on the other incoming flights in order for them to have a...
It's happened again.
In the meantime, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
It's happened again. Every time I come home, there's going to be a delay, and this time it's going to be a 50-minute delay because of air traffic control at Newcastle. Right, it's now 10:30, still at Bergamo, but an update, well, the seatbelt light's gone back on, which means the captain must be now sort of given the clear to go ahead, so we'll be tucking back soon. And hopefully straight out and not into a car park. That's good news. Engines revving. just going just forward. Nighttime flight. That's all the villages up in the mountains of Italy.
Ladies and gentlemen, to comply with safety regulation, we will dim in the cabin lights. If you wish to continue reading, you can find a reading light just on the panel above your head. If you press the call bell by mistake, please press it once again to reset it. This is a normal procedure when flying on hours of target.
should be next.
Let's go home. Taxi to departure, please. Take your seats for departure. Thank you.
I think the captain said, cabin crew, let's go home. looks like we're going to head across the Swiss Alps. lights have come back on. Belts fastened. I won't be able to see much because it is quite cloudy in the UK.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, to comply with safety regulation, we will give you the cabin light. If you wish to continue reading, you can find a reading light just in the panel above your head. If you press the cover by mistake, please press it once again to reset. The digital number procedure will apply to hours of target.
About 10 minutes now till we land. Well, for sure it's cloudy, can't see anything now. South Shields. The time now.
Can I take today? Taxi's landing, please. Take your seats landing. Thank you.
Yep, it is. There it is. Recognise now that that is actually Tynesy. That is This is now the Town and Road coastline. Diary tomorrow evening because I'm back to work tomorrow morning, not tomorrow afternoon, 12:30. So once we land, I will finish it. Maybe a few moments for you, but it's going to be about 20 hours for me.
You're very welcome to Newcastle when the local time is midnight. For your comfort and safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the captain has switched off the fasten silver sign key. Please take care when opening overhead luggage as item of your carry-on luggage may have become dislocated during landing and may pull out causing injury. Laptops, computer or large portable electronic devices must remain switched off and securely stowed. You may now use your mobile phones. Please refrain from smoking until you have reached the designated smoking area outside of the terminal building. On behalf of Ryanair and your crew on board today, we would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us and we wish you a safe on your day. We also do apologize for the delay and we hope we didn't cause much inconvenience for you.
The windows have messed us up because it's a lot cooler out there now. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Right, home I am. It is now 10:20 on Wednesday the 19th of July. I was home just about 1:45 this morning. I've got my taxi once I got into Newcastle airport. And I've been back to work today as well and unpacked, but now I'm here. So, a full rundown of the entire holiday and what an absolute fabulous holiday I went to. Italy, what is an absolute amazing country. The places I went to, they were simply breathtaking. Breathtaking scenery, breathtaking food, the culture, everything was just fantastic. So, day one started here, got the train and metro around to Newcastle airport. I flew with Ryanair to Bergamo, there and back. Bergamo airport being one of the 3 airports in Milan. Not the biggest one being Malpensa. That's like the main one where you get the British Airways and ITA Airways and all that. They're all the big guns and that. So it was a good flight. Took off half an hour late, air traffic restriction, but then again with flights there's always going to be a delay, a good chance. But it wasn't too bad. 2 hours and 10-minute flight each way. The journey flew over the Netherlands, Germany, then down to Switzerland, and across the Swiss Alps into northern Italy. And you get some stunning views. You can see all the snow-topped mountains in the Swiss Alps. Landed at Bergamo. Took a bit getting through passport control and that. UK passengers going to the EU now have to have the passport stamped as a result of Brexit, which I'm a bit 50-50 on, if I'm honest. And then got the coach from Bergamo airport into Milan. Took about 50 minutes. And then I got on my first ride on the Milan metro. So Milan metro, there was 4 lines in operation. There's 5 lines in operation. I managed to do 4 of them. On this one, on the one I got up to my hotel, I actually got a ride on some of the older metro trams. I think they were in the middle of bringing new ones out. New ones where you can walk from one end to the other. These ones were 3rd and 4th rail powered. I thought the Milan metro was a good system to ride on. Cheap, again. Fares much cheaper than, say, the London Underground. Quick as well. My metro ride was my hotel was 10 minutes metro ride away from the city. My hotel was spot on. I was a bit anxious at first because hotels abroad typically are hit and miss for me, but thankfully this hotel was spot on. Fully air conditioned, like clean, modern. Nice comfy bed, and even better, the view of Milan's skyline. I could see it all in the distance, right from my hotel room. I was on the 11th floor out of the 13th floor building.
I don't often get a view like that, so that was a welcome bonus for me. And then, my first full day in Italy, I went to the glorious city of Venice. And what a wonderful city it was. This was also my very first ride on the Italian railway network. I went on the Trenitalia Frecciaroscia train from Milano Centali to Vicenza Santa Lucia. Nice ride. Honestly, I think the Italian railways are actually better than here in the UK, because they're cheap. The railway fares in Italy are so much cheaper than what they are here in the UK. I got Milan to Venice, originally €40 return, in business class as well. But yeah, in first class here it can cost you several more. Although I had to pay 70 because I had to reboot the ticket as a result of Italian rail strike the following day. Nice, smooth, comfy ride, 2 hours 25 minutes. And when I got to Venice, I also did a bit of Italian train spotting. And I was nervous, because I do not know what Italy's like with rail enthusiasts. I've seen plenty of videos like around the Italian stations and that, so I was literally nervous throughout, looking around to make sure there was no security guys. I even got to see the Venice Simpson Orient Express, and that was good. At Venice Santa Lucia station, I got a good variety of rail traffic from the likes of the Frecciaroscia trains, Italo as well. Got the regional Ventino trains as well. Yeah, so in the space of half an hour, I did a good session at Venice station. That part where the station is, that's where the roadways, the railways, literally all finish. Because Venice, as you know, all the city is just canals, waterways. And what a jam-packed city it was, but honestly it was a beautiful location to go to. I had boat rides along the Grand Canal. I went to see the Rialto Bridge, crossed that a few times. I went out to Venice Lido Beach as well, by getting the boat over to there. As for dining, in fact, dining in Italy, if you're in the city, I would recommend you don't dine where the tourist areas are. So in Venice, don't pick a restaurant down by the Grand Canal. Go to one of them on the side streets, because if you're having a pizza, it'll be €6 or €7, whereas in the tourist areas, 11 or 12. So you see what I mean? Drinks and food will be a lot cheaper if you go to the side streets, and honestly the food was absolute amazing. Weather-wise, throughout the holiday, it was really hot, plus 30 degrees. I did have one big thunderstorm on the Wednesday night when I got back from Venice. After a beautiful day in Venice, which was a beautiful city, I went back on the train, business class. So business class on Trenitalia, in the Frecciaroscia trains, you get a nice leather seats, recline, as well as you get a snap box as well. I think with like LNER here, you get a little bit more out of you get like more food options. But I didn't actually get a chance to go and see the bistro bar and that. But the road was smooth, and they are quite fast trains as well, which was good and very cheap. I got back to Milan on the Wednesday night, and we had one massive thunderstorm. And when it thunderstorms in that part of Europe, it is quite a spectacular light show. The thunderstorms wall up and towards the mountains into Switzerland and Germany. So then the following day, I went in, I stayed, looked around Milan itself, did the sightseeing tour, went to the Duomo and the Galleria. Also I did various rides on the tram system in Milan as well. I got some train spotting done at Cardona station, and actually the staff were really nice. I asked at the ticket barrier, and the gentleman said, "You want to go and see the trains?" Yeah, and he didn't let us through the barrier. Oh, no, he knew what I was going to do, like doing my train spotting and that. So yeah, that was a station where there were really lovely staff indeed. Cardona, got to see all the Trenord services. The sightseeing tour was good. I did my spotting after the rail strike ended. It was only on for about 12 hours, cut down from 24. They've got different laws in Italy regarding the minimum service laws. So that was that. Then on the Friday, I went up to a stunning Lake Garda. Lake Garda, another gorgeous place indeed. That was good. So I went on Trenord to Lake Garda. Trenord trains, they're sort of on 3 levels: a bottom deck, a middle deck, and a top deck. Cheap as out. I do quite like those trains. The views of Lake Garda from where I was were absolute stunning. I recommend you go there for holidays. The heat right throughout the holiday was unbearable at times, plus 30 degrees. I lost count the amount of showers I took. And Lake Garda was amazing, very, very busy as well. I even dined al fresco, a pizza. €6 that was. Pizzas over there, the proper ones, are much nicer than what you get over here. It was nice to have proper Italian pizza rather than just a pizza base with stuff on it, or stuff like the Chicago Town or Goodfellas, what you get out of a frozen cabinet over here. So that was the Friday. Then on the Saturday I spent all day that in Milan, went to San Siro Stadium, and then eventually I braved and went and did Milano Centrale station, a bit of train spotting out of Europe's biggest station. It's a giant station as well. The roof, it's much taller than I think than St Pancras station. It's a massive station indeed. A good variety of traffic. Oh, by the way, at Lake Garda, the line to Verona, I even got some Italian freight train as well. So it was good for like a little bit of spotting as well. So yeah, Saturday I went to San Siro Stadium. That was brilliant. Learn all things about Inter Milan and AC Milan, and also the history of the Italian football team. I even came home myself with a, and that's not my team, but anyway, I got myself a little Italia cap, because Italian football, I think, does have a little bit more flair, style and colour as well, but of course can't beat the Premier League here in England, and that, especially my team, Newcastle United, seeing as though we've just signed from AC Milan player Sandro Tonali as well. But anyway, that's football. That's one thing I do like. Football as well, and that's what Italy is well known for as well, Serie A and Serie B and that. Then I went, after me spotting at Milano Centrale, I went back to my hotel, back out down to the Navigil Canal District area, which I think is where all of Milan's nightlife was. And Italian nightlife is very good indeed, I have to say. And then on the Sunday, another fabulous trip. It was up to Lake Como, 40 minutes ride on Trenord. Yeah, it was an absolutely beautiful place. Again, another place I recommend you go. I went up on the boat trip up to Bellagio. That was good. 2 hours there, and then came back down. Took an hour and a half coming back down, actually. It was like a non-stop service. And then so that was Lake Como on the Sunday, and then the Monday, the biggest trip was to the Italian capital, the eternal city of Rome. And this time I went on Frecciarossa, 3 hours journey there and back, do about 184 miles per hour most of the journey. The train only went to Bologna and then straight to Rome. Went through some like dedicated high-speed tunnels. Think of it as like high speed 1 or high speed 2 and that. Got going down, the journey was good, and when I got to Rome, I actually did some spotting at Roma Termini. Again, I was quite nervous, but I think I went to the right spot. And within half an hour, again, I got a good selection of traffic around the Italian capital region. And the heat was unbearable. 38 degrees in Rome. Yes, with that city, you do need 2 or 3 nights to see it better, but from what I saw in the one day, honestly, I was absolutely impressed. Went to the parts like the Colosseum, Trevi Fountain, the Pantheon, Spanish Steps, the Vatican City, the River Tiber, and that. So I got to see quite a bit of Rome in just the one day. Did a lot of walking. The metro system I thought was good. It was only like 2 or 3 lines, not as big as Milan. But a good system indeed. If you love your history and your architecture and that, places like that in Milan, I definitely recommend you go. And then coming back from Rome to Milan, the train was late 50 minutes because of trespassers on the line towards Naples. Yes, they do get them over there as well. There was even a few trains that were 100 minutes late. I actually did get a little bit of refund, 25%. Refunds in Italy are a bit different than the UK. Again, once I got on the train, another fast ride to take us back to Milan. Got back in time for the last metros to take us to my stop, Sesto Morelli, which was just near my hotel. And then to finish off on the Tuesday, spent half the day in Milan seeing the Duomo and the Navigil district. Got my coach back to Bergamo. We were 50 minutes late taking off because Newcastle air traffic control was closed for a period of half an hour, so that was going to delay us. But 50-minute delay, well, could have been better if it was less of a delay, but at least it wasn't 2.5 hours. But anyway, got back home, landed at midnight last night, and got home at quarter to one this morning. I can hear a plane flying over now as I speak, because most of the planes flying into Newcastle fly over my estate, actually. Well, Italy was one amazing holiday for me. I absolutely enjoyed it, and I would definitely go back to it again. It was one of my dream holidays that finally came true. So maybe another time I could do like southern Italy, so like Naples, Sicily, like Salerno, and all them places. I would like to go to the island of Sardinia perhaps one time. Oh yeah, final thing, the food was amazing. I had pizza a few times, spaghetti bolognese, lasagna, carbonara, lots of Italian gelato ice cream, and they are very, very generous with the amount they give you. Plenty of Birra Moretti's and Peroni beers. Right, anyway, that's that. My next holiday is in September. I'd want a caravan holiday, so there'll be no Dodds diary for that. I probably will do some videos when I go to Cornwall in September, but as for the next Dodds diary, I do not know when that'll be, because I don't have a rail card anymore, so I do all these much less and less now, like odd time. But thank you very much for watching this, and hope you've enjoyed every single part of my Italian adventures. I hope to see you in my next Dodds diary. Good night. Grazie. Ciao.